And I think this could be a very decent tussle indeed, so stay tuned, sit back and enjoy what I'm sure will be a very good game of darts.
$100. $60.
Yeah, Dobey reached the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam last year.
180.
Well, I told you it'd be decent. Not messing around. 180 from North in the first leg. Dobey also qualified for the Players' Championship finals, the European Championship, the UK Open and the World Championship by virtue of his form in 2016.
60.
This year, Richard North's form line is better than Chris Dobey's.
97.
Hasn't made a quarter-final yet in 2017.
83.
The man from the northeast.
$81.
The North down to 78. 20 for tops.
Game shot and the first leg.
Very
Richard
good
North.
clinical start.
Second
180 in the leg and a
Christopher
78 out.
first. 140.
Last start pulled from Chris Dobey in that visit.
$77.
In getting to this stage, the number 25 seed Dobey defeated Jeffrey de Graaf 6-3, while North enjoyed a 6-1 triumph against
120.
Brian Woods. Around the boards, it's the end of the road for Mark Webster, who's been beaten
25.
by John Michael. The board 2 final will not have a seed involved. Both seeds were beaten in the first round, actually, on that board. 16 and 17 seeds. Steve's, Western beaten.
57.
Keegan Brown and John Michael for a place in the last 16.
135.
Johnny Clayton has got a reputation for winning his board, has done on the last 3 occasions, and he'll take on Benito van der Pas on board 7 to try and do it again after beating Michael Barnard 6-1.
100.
And James Wade, who was beaten in round 1 yesterday, is through to his board final. The number 15 seed here, Wade,
28.
enjoying a 6-4 win against Scott Taylor. Here, Dobey looking pretty comfortable in this second leg, and he wants double 12 to win it and level up.
60.
Will it come back looking at the same target?
100. Game shot and the second leg. Chris Dobey.
And this
Third
time he
leg is
pins it.
Richard to throw first.
Seen some decent close contests so far here on live stream 1, and this one is already looking like it will be similar.
140. 100. $97. $97.
Both players got to the board final yesterday. Dobey beaten
100.
by Dave Chisnell, while North was edged out 6-5 by Simon Stevenson. So looking to at least match
96.
their achievements of yesterday. Of course, only one of them can.
$140. $100. 12.
Well, North just giving Dobey a chance here to get the first breaker throw. Needs a treble. Can't find one, so more opportunities
That's 56.
for Rich North. Now he's going south
Okay,
for double
shot.
three.
The third leg, Richard North. Fourth leg, it's Chris to throw first. $139. $134.
Mentioned that Rich North qualified for the
60.
European Darts match play in Hamburg with a successful night for him on Friday. Well, Chris Dobey was even more successful. He got through to that tournament and the Austrian
58.
Darts Open, beat Jim Walker in the decider of the latter, and Steve Lennon to qualify for
43.
the European Darts match play.
$94. $139.
So far it's been
45.
fairly comfortable holds of throw. And that vein looks set to continue as Dobey eyes up double top.
100.
Again, just pull that dart low. This would be a way to break. Just wide from Rich North.
95.
Well, now this is big for Chris Dobey.
Game shot. The fourth
He's
leg,
pinned it.
Chris Dobey. Fifth leg, it's Richard to throw first.
Can be tricky, that double five. But no trouble for Hollywood.
137.
This pair have met once before, and Richard North is doing a rather better job than he did last time against Chris Dobey. That was back in March at Players Championship 3.
60.
At this stage, and Dobey grabbed himself a whitewash win, 6-0.
58. $137.
So North will be pleased with his improvement since then. He's having a good year, having earned his tour card in
96.
January at qualifying school. He's in a provisional place for the Players' Championship finals and the World Championship. Of course, there are a lot of darts to be played between now and then.
81. $140.
Certainly one to watch, as is Chris Dobey, a man who many think has the talent
180.
to go all the way, and there is Exhibit A. First time really either of these have been under pressure on throw,
50.
and now Dobey has the chance to break. Well, that's a huge miss. We've seen him pull a handful of darts low, and when you do it in that section of the board, it can cost
Shot,
you.
and
On
the
this
fifth leg,
occasion,
Chris Dobey.
he recovers well.
Sixth leg is Chris to throw first. $57.
Third round really starting to take shape now here at Players Championship
96.
12. The Board 1 final will be Peter Wright against Andy Hamilton after the hammer defeated Richie Binet 6-4.
32.
Ian White through to his board final on board 4, a 6-1 win against Ross 12 for Diamond. Yesterday's surprise semi-finalist continuing his impressive form this weekend. Andy Bolton has beaten Vincent van der Voort 6-4 to reach round 3. There will also be a match-up at that stage between Dave Chisnell
94.
and Darren Webster after the Demolition Man defeated Mick Todd 6-2. And yesterday's beaten finalists who we saw in our very first match of the day today, Darryl Gurney, is through to his board final, having seen off Aidan Kirk 6-5.
140.
Former Pro Tour winners Kim Hybrex and Joe Cullen also through. Hybrex
96.
on board 13 into the final, a 6-1 win against Wes Newton, while Cullen's whitewashed Darren Brown.
96.
Now North has a chance to break straight back.
71 left.
That's
That's
unhelpful.
11 scores, 71 left, yes. $42.
Perhaps a bit of a let-off then for Chris Dobey. Can he take advantage?
Wrong side. Put it on the wrong side.
Oh.
Double 16.
$50. Game shot.
And
the
Rich
sixth
North
leg.
punishes.
Richard North. 7th leg, it's Chris to throw first. It's Richard to throw first.
Just confirmation of the board 16 final as well. That will be an all-Irish
95.
affair between Steve Lennon and Willie O'Connor, as O'Connor has defeated Paul Harvey 6-4. But here, 6 legs shared between Dobey and North.
99.
Felt this would be a close contest, and it's proving to be so. 4 straight holds and then 2 breaks.
100. $121. $54.
Richard North played on the Challenge Tour last year.
140.
Never made a final there, but he's certainly a case of how strong the
140.
depth of talent is on the PDC circuit. Players are coming from the Challenge Tour and really making an impact on the Pro Tour.
60.
North certainly one of those. Finds the top corner
80.
of the treble 20, but can't find the double 16, and he knows that this has handed Chris Dobey a chance to break back. Double 12.
69.
Well, frustration for Hollywood,
Game shot. And the
because
7th.
North
Richard North.
has edged ahead
8th
again.
leg, it's Chris to throw first. $140. $83.
The board final that we will show after this match will be the one moved across from board 5, featuring the bully boy Michael Smith. Man in fantastic form of late, won the Gibraltar Darts Trophy last weekend. He'll be taking on either Justin Pipe or John Bowles. Bowles, who beat Adrian Lewis yesterday.
60. $180.
Great darts there. A 180 from North, and he's really got the chance to hammer home the advantage now. A break here could be very, very pivotal in the context of this match.
100.
Dobey can only get one dart at double. Will get one dart at double. That double is double 16.
85.
And he hasn't hit it. Choices for North. Looks like he's going straight for double 19.
Game shot.
And in the end, he pegs double 8 and moves into a 5-3 lead.
Ninth leg, it's Richard
We
to
talked
first.
about Challenge Tour players making an impact. We know that Rob Cross progressed from the Challenge Tour and has made an incredible impact on the Pro Tour. Rich North beat
60.
Rob Cross in qualifying for the European match play on Friday night. A 6-3 win in the decider. And I know that he was very, very proud of that victory.
97.
As I said at the start of this match, he said that anything else would be a bonus this weekend. Well, he went on to beat Ryan Meikle 6-1 and Alan Norris 6-2 yesterday before running into Simon Stevenson, where he was only edged out in 11 legs. Today he's beaten Brian Woods 6-1 and is now on the verge of knocking out Chris Dobey and setting up that rematch with Chuck Norris.
177.
And that will really aid his cause. 177 gets him down to 139.
85.
And he's got 6 starts at least to clean it up.
$99.
A assured display from the PDC newcomer North.
100.
And there is only one direction that he's moving, and that is through to the third round of Players' Championship 12. Decent game between Rich North and Chris Dobey, but it's the newcomer that makes it through. He will take on Norris in the board final. We'll be back in a few minutes with the bully boy, Michael Smith.